Up, a short word that's a tall order. Up your game, up the ante. And if you stumble, you get back up. Up isn't easy, and we ought to know. We're in the business of up. Every day, Delta flies 250,000 people while investing billions improving everything from booking to baggage claim. We're raising the bar on flying, and tomorrow, we will up it yet again.
So, George, you grew up in Brno. What was it like when you were growing up?
It was a highly textile-oriented industrial city with a long history. Brno is stemming from Brunnen, which is the well in German. There was a major well a long time ago. It's about 1,200 years old. But it's still a pretty strong from textile, they went to nanotechnology. And
that's quite a step.
Well, but it has been always in fibers, in textile fibers, then in nylon fibers, and then into nanofibers. So the tradition of knowledge of fiber industries and research was traditional there, yeah.
And there have always been academic institutions.
Always there's 6 universities in Brno. They are outstanding. The Masaryk University, this is one of the brochures. Actually, we visited that university, a beautiful campus, but there is also several other universities and Institute of Technology where I graduated from School of Architecture.
And it's on that base that it has become this center for research in Europe.
It surprised me really that Brno took over, even over Prague, in the number and importance of research facilities, which are, if not world important level, then at least European importance level, like the Mayo Clinic, which was an amazing achievement to win the competition out of the whole Europe, to get the Mayo Clinic research hospital and research institute to Brno.
What do you think are the best connecting points between Brno and Atlanta in Georgia?
Well, from the history, I can't put really anything together as far as Atlanta. Atlanta used to be also industrial city time ago. I would transportation. Brno is a very important transportation city as far as railroad goes. Have no airport. There's an airport, but it's meaningless. But the railroad systems have been crossing in Brno, northwest and east west and north south. But the research tradition started mainly with the investment of textile companies and then cooperation with the Institute of Technology. So it gradually built up to the point that it makes a tremendous impact on life in Brno. You get a lot of good scientists and international celebrities come down very often to supervise work in CETEC, which is Center of European Research, as part of University of campus here in Masaryk University.
Your trade mission was a success. Where did you find the opportunities for the participants in the mission?
Well, first of all, we have been invited by the South Moravian Region Administration to bring 10 people, fully paid for, as far as board and room in South Moravian Region for 5 days. So that was the base of the building it up. Then I was working on it for several years actually. Finally, this year, thanks to Mark Lytle and the innovation centers of Georgia, in which he is the director of the whole thing, it caught up with the South Moravian Innovation Center, which seems to be tremendously successful. And when actually we offered them to bring in capital, the venture capitalists said, please don't even try. We have so much coming in, we don't need that. So they are extremists. They call themselves Palo Alto of Europe. Tremendously successful innovation center. And the method they are selecting the projects are highly interesting. And actually we learned a lot from how they select out of 300 submittals, 6, 7, 10, to incubate and support them in their, it's practically incubator, so to speak. There are 6 companies which have tremendous projects, and the instruments are absolutely high tech, which was mind-boggling.
Are these medical instruments primarily, or
mobile connectivity? Some sensational discovery. They are helping, for instance, in Haiti, in completely devastated areas, to map problems with the earthquake which happened there, and it's a hand-attached screen, so to speak, which they combine connections with satellites and telephone system to places where there is no connection to whatsoever, and they saved lots of life through that thing. They showed us the instrument. It's total novelty. So mobile connectivity is a very important item over there. Plus, they have a very good IT programs in security of IT systems, the firewalling and all this major espionage protection systems. I'm not versed in IT that much, so that was really amazing. Plus others, 5 different projects which they showed us and described to us.
do you think that they will send representatives at some point to Atlanta?
I believe so, yes. Our innovation center here, Mark Lytle and Glenn Whitley, who was with him, who is in charge of life sciences and IT programs at the Georgia Innovation Centers, they were excited, and they have tied excellent connections, and they are gung-ho to come here, obviously. America is still the land of opportunity, and everybody over in Czech Republic likes the idea to come here. But the interest and the quality level on which they are doing the innovation work will definitely bring something together, positively speaking, yeah.